This is the collection spot down back, and here anything that I've got down in the back that's connected to tubing comes right down into this tank. Currently we have 4 lines coming in, and it's probably in the neighborhood of 45 taps that come into this. And then, well, how do you get it up to the boiling hut, you ask? That's a great question. Every year's seems to be different. I have a pump and I have hose, and sometimes I do that and it just makes it up there. Some of the stuff down here is on 5-gallon bucket, and that also is an option. Not that I want to hand haul that stuff up here, but sometimes I can, depending on the season and how soft the ground gets or how firm it stays, I can get the tractor down here and do 5-gallon pails, you know, in the bucket, and that works out as well. So it's kind of dependent on the year, how much snow there is, how the ground is, and just what's feasible. So whatever works, that's what we'll do. And we're going to find out here in about a couple of days, because I've got to start boiling soon. This is the collection barrel that we use up here at the top, up near our evaporator. Got it from our, we're fortunate enough to have a Bascom's, which is a retail outlet for us. We get all our tubing there, our taps. That's where we bought our evaporator. They have containers. At some point I'd love to upgrade to like an IBC, because this one, even though it's very food grade and it works out good, I had to install that tap on my own, and let me tell you, I really didn't think it through very much when I first put it in, because that is almost out of reach based on how kind of skinny that top hole is. But once it's in, and it works, and it's fine. For our collection up here, we have some buckets, traditional buckets. We also have some of our taps on, laced up to these 5-gallon food grade, of course, buckets. And then, yeah, it's simply collected right here in the top. So this is sitting on just about, I believe this one is a 50-gallon. So we're just about there as far as that goes. This is the old steady evaporator. This is a Mason. It's a 2x3. I haven't totally unburied it yet. You know, through the winter we just kind of have a whole bunch of different things in here. Got pellets, got the chipper. Obviously, also this is also some wood storage in here just to keep it out of the weather. So I've unburied a little bit, but a little bit more to go. What we end up doing is we flip up that back top. I do have some plywood that kind of helps shield wind off that back, but then we'll get the chimney going on it, and we simply get that in. I've done a couple of different setups as far as the flow of it goes. You know, it came in, we bricked it, and I've tried some different baffling here at the back, just kind of in an attempt to slow down that exit airflow and kind of force it up as close to the pan as possible. It's worked out okay. I think, you know, some baffling definitely is better than no baffling, and in our case, I like this evaporator very much. I have no complaints, but just a matter of kind of, you know, tweaking it in, dialing in, you know, to your specific system and setup. One of the things I've also tried to do, and I'm going to try to do a little bit more earnestly this year, is instead of just having this front open for airflow with a little fan kind of pushing it in, I may try to fashion a sealed hose to a fan to, you know, kind of really push that airflow. It's something I've kind of hesitated to do, but we really need to kind of try that just to kind of increase that that heat up under the pan. I think that'll make a huge difference. The only downside, if you want to even call it that, is that you kind of push with that added airflow and that forced air in. You're going to start burning through wood. I say more rapidly than you would. That's fine. I've got wood. We've got it. So we're going to try to do that, getting in a nice sealed, dedicated blower to push right into that. And that should definitely help our evaporation rate. Anything you can do to kind of get that up is a good thing. So that's what we're going to try to do this year. So this is how we redneck our chimney. That's my evaporator, it's the pan. We just keep the same set of pipes year after year. We vent it straight out. Pile of cinder blocks. Up it goes and out. And that's it. Just to keep it a little bit steadier, we do that little piece of strapping to a 4x4 post that's just sitting down on a block, and of course stabilized with wedges. Super sophisticated, but that's how we do it. And we just use the same pieces year after year. We've had this chimney pieces, I don't know, for 12 years, and we just take it down when we're not using it, put it up when we need it. And that's it. That's the system.
But I know she